Here we have the 2020 Chevrolet Trax LS. This one's front wheel drive. And it comes in nightfall gray metallic on jet black cloth. You've got that 1.4 liter Ecotec turbo engine, made it to a 6-speed automatic transmission. And this LS comes with a tint and cruise package, so you've got the tinted windows along with your cruise control. Got a few chrome accents there in the front. Got your headlights, no fog lights. Got 16-inch cast aluminum wheels. And there's your driver's seat. So you've got power lumbar support, but the rest of the seat is manual. Got power door locks, power windows, power mirrors. Couple pockets in the door. Let's check out the rear seat room. Now the seat is leaned back a little bit, but I can fit my feet under the seat pretty comfortably, so if the seat was scooted up, I'd be pretty good back here. But it's adjusted for someone of my height with the seat leaned back, and I'm 6'3". And the rear seat isn't that roomy, but if you've got 3 small children back here, that should be fine. And then you've got 2 cup holders where the center seat folds down. And then you've got your door handle, window control, and then you've got a couple pockets in the door. And here's your rear cargo space, excuse me. And you've got a pocket here, and you've got a little storage in here. You just snap that back in. And then, if you need extra space, a little button you click right here, and the seats will fold down. And if you adjust the headrest, it'll fold down flat. Just got to get it down. Let's see if we can do that real quick. Okay, there you go. And actually, what you do is you pull up down here, and then this part of the seat will fold in there, and then you'd have to scoot the seat up all the way. So you take this seat and then you pull it up. It's kind of hard to do. And then you would fold that. That's how you get your seats to fold flat. And you do the same thing on the other side. So it's a little tedious, but if you need that extra space and you've got this small of a car, you'll definitely be glad that you've got something. And you just put it all back together. Now the seat's of course locked. Ugh. So I'll get back to that here in a minute. And there's your steering wheel. Got AM, FM, Bluetooth audio. And there's your backup camera. You've got Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and a Wi-Fi hotspot. And there's your AC controls. Got 2 USB ports to use your Apple CarPlay or Android Auto on that are also charging. And then you've got an aux input as well. You've got a shifter, and then you've got an emergency brake right there. A few cup holders. There's your cruise controls and your steering wheel audio controls. and there's your gauge cluster there. And then there's your key fob. So next we're gonna take this Trax out on the road and see how it does. And here we go on our test drive, the 2020 Trax LS. Much better. So the turbo definitely has passing power. And with these small SUVs, the braking is more of a car feel. It's got adequate power for what most people need it to do. I mean, it's a 1.4 liter, so not a lot of crazy stuff going on here. Excuse me. Cruising at 80 down the interstate, we've got 28 miles a gallon roughly. So not bad. And I'm sure if I get it down cruising at 70, I'm going to return numbers like 32 to 35 miles a gallon. Yeah, that's about right. An overall decent ride. I mean, it's nothing fancy. I mean, especially getting a car for less than 20 grand, you're not going to expect that from it, but it'll be good for everyday driving, commuting and things of that nature. And if you need to use the full output of this car, you can do it, and it'll do what you need it to do. There's a slight rattle in the cabin just from the motor, but I wouldn't expect anything less from, like I said, a car this cheap, car this small. And most people are gonna have the radio on, so you won't be able to hear it. And even now, it's not bad, it's just, I can tell it's there. Lunchtime, yeah. Gonna open it up here. The engine's definitely a bit whiny, but I just floored it there basically, and it's a 1.4 liter, like I've said, so I wouldn't expect anything different. It does take a minute to find the gear, but like I said, for this kind of car, it's nothing to be worried about. You're buying this car to save money on gas and to commute, and that's what it's best at. And the ride is surprisingly smooth. And the more I get used to it, it's actually it's a really good car for what you're gonna need it for. Just driving around, saving on gas, commuting, running to the grocery store. And like I showed before in the video when I was struggling to get the seat down, it's got storage if you need it too. And that's my review of the 2020 Chevrolet Trax LS.